Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, today in this time, I want to tell you about the story of Rasulullah prophet migration to Madinah. Okay, after many years of preaching in Mecca, oh yeah, before I start, let me introduce myself first. My name is Fatana Zariski, and I am from 8th grade, especially from XC class. So, I will start of my storytelling. So after many years of preaching in Mecca, with so many trials and challenges, Allah commanded the Prophet Muhammad SAW and the Muslim to migrate to Medina to start a new chapter of Dawah. On the night of his migration, the Prophet Muhammad SAW house was surrounded by the Quraysh, who planned to harm him. Allah ordered him to sprinkle sand on his face while reciting verse from Surah Yasin 1 until 9. Because of his because of this, they could not see him, and he safely left his house. The Prophet Muhammad went to Abu Bakr's house, and together they secretly left through the back door before dawn. Before dawn, they reached the cave of Tur in the south of Mecca. Okay, 3 nights at the cave of Tur. When they arrived, Abu Bakr entered first to make sure it was safe. He covered the holes in the cave with pieces of his clothes, and even blocked some with his feet. The Prophet then lay down to rest in Abu Bakr's lap. Suddenly, Abu Bakr was bitten by something, but he stayed still so the Prophet would not wake up. His tear fell on the Prophet's face, and when asked, he explained what happened. The Prophet then placed his blessed saliva on the wound, and the pain is disappeared. They stayed in the cave for 3 nights. Abu Bakr's son Abdullah came each evening to bring news from Quraysh plain, and in the morning returned to Mecca so no one would suspect him. Abu Bakr's servant Amir bin Hufairah brought goods to provide milk and also covered their tracks. Meanwhile, the Quraysh kept searching. They even came close to the entrance of the cave. If they had looked carefully, they would have seen the Prophet and Abu Bakr inside. Abu Bakr grew very worried, but the Prophet said, "Do not set, for Allah, for Allah is with us." About this moment, Allah revealed in this Quran, "If you do not help him, Muhammad, Allah has already helped him when he disbelieved, forced him to leave, and he was one of two in the cave. He said to this companion who had said, Indeed, Allah is with us. Then Allah sent down peace upon him, supported him with unceased shoulder, and made the word of the disbelievers the lowest, while Allah's word is always the highest, and Allah is mighty wise." Surah At-Taubah 40 verse. Then journey to Medina. On the first night of Rabiul Awal year 1 Hijriah, their guide Abdullah bin Uraykid arrived with the two riding animals. The Prophet and Abu Bakr set out with him and Amr bin Fuhairah, taking the usual path to avoid being caught. Along the way, they rested under a rock and were given milk by shepherds. The second night, they passed by the tent of Ma'at. She had no food but to offer except the weak goat. The Prophet asked permission to milk it, and by Allah will it produced plenty of milk. He gave some to but her family, and also left a vessel full of her before continuing the journey. Later, when her husband returned, she describes in detail the noble appearance of character of the Prophet. During the journey, Surakah bin Malik tried to capture them to, for the reward promised by Quraysh, but his horse kept stumbling and sinking into the sand, realizing that Allah has protected the Prophet. He gave up and asked for peace, and Prophet agreed and even had a peace agreement written for him. From then on, Surakah turned away others who were chasing them. While Samarina, Prophet would meet Buraidah bin al-Hashim and 70 of his people. They all embraced Islam to join it. The mark of blessing beginning of the Prophet migration in Medina, which became the foundation of the of the Muslim community. Then, when the people of Medina heard that the Prophet had left Mecca, they waited eagerly every morning to her area, hoping for his arrival. They would stay until the heart of the midday, then return home. One day, a Jewish man saw the Prophet and Abu Bakr approaching the Medina from distance. He thought, "Oh, Arabs, here's the one who you have been waiting for." The Muslim rushed out with joy, shouting takbir to welcome him. The Prophet arrived at the Mecca of Cuba and stay with the tribe of Bani Amr bin Auf on Monday, 18 Rabiul Awal, in the first year of Hijrah. At first, people mistook Abu Bakr for the Prophet because of his gray hair until the sunlight revealed who the Prophet was, and Abu Bakr shaded him with his cloak. The Prophet stayed in the house of Kalsum with Adam for 4 days. During this time, he built the first mosque in Islam, the Cuba Mosque. On the fifth day, Friday, he left Cuba with Abu Bakr and prayed the first Friday prayer in the valley of Bani Hashim bin Auf with about 100 worshippers, and then building the Prophet Mosque in Medina. As the Prophet entered Medina, the street filled with takbir and praise of Allah. Every family wanted him to stay with them, but he said, "Let the camel go for it." And command by Allah, the camel stopped at the place where the Prophet Mosque, Masjid Nawawi Mosque, would later be built. The Prophet stayed nearby at the house of Abu Ayyub al-Ansari. The first thing the Prophet did in Medina was build a mosque. He bought land for two orphan boys. The area had old ruins, trees, and grave for idolaters. The land was cleared, leveled, and prepared. The walls were built from bricks, the roof from a palm branches, the pillar from a palm trunks, and the floor were covered with sand and gravel. The mosque had three doors, and the time the Qibla was toward Jerusalem. The Prophet worked alongside the companion, carrying stone and brick. He also built two rooms next to the mosque, one for Sauda and one for Aisha. He later married Aisha in Medina during the Shawwal of the first Hijrah year. At first, Muslims came to prayer at different times because there was no call players. Some suggested bell, trumpet, or fire signal. Then Abdullah bin Zaid had a dream showing the word that Azan, call of prayer. The Prophet confirmed the dream as true and asked Bilal to call the Azan because of this strong voice. Umar later said he had the same dream, confirming it further. From then on, the Azan became the official call of prayer. Ali migration. After the Prophet left Mecca, Ali stayed behind for a few days to return belongings that were entrusted to the Prophet. Then he set out on foot until he reached Kuba, where he stayed at the house of Kalsum bin al-Haddam, the migration of Prophet's family. Later, the Prophet sent Zaid bin Haritha and Abu Rafi to bring his family from Mecca, his daughter Fatimah and Kulthum, along his Sauda, Umayyam, and Osama bin Zaid. At the same time, Abdullah ibn Abi Bakr both Abu Bakr family, Roman, Asma, and Aisha. They arrived in Medina about 6 months after Prophet immigration. Settling Medina. At first, many of migration Muhajirin felt sad and homesick for Mecca. Medina also had an unfamiliar weather of and disease, and many became it. Say the Prophet pray, "Oh Allah, make us love Medina as much we love Mecca, or even more. Make it healthy, bless it food, and make and move it favor away." Allah answered his prayer. The Muslim recovered from illness, and their love for Mecca grew strong. Okay, maybe that's all for me. I'm sorry if I have some mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.